And this is the Mercedes-Benz New York Rangers postgame show after an afternoon of intensity and intrigue and goaltending. A whole lot of goaltending. Rangers and Bruins with an entertaining game in Boston, but the Rangers lose it 3-1. Welcome inside our Delta MSG studios, everyone. John Giannone alongside Dave Maloney. Hardly a beatdown in Beantown, but for the Rangers, maybe a 60 minutes to learn from and take from as they now turn their attention.
Oh, totally. I absolutely think that was the purpose coming down the stretch. And you take from this what you think you need to make yourself and give yourself a better chance moving forward. I really do admire the continued compete from this Ranger Hockey Club, and that was something that the coach stressed from day one. Make your team, a hard team to play against. And I thought they did a great job. You know, you're sitting there in the catbird seat as far as playoffs are concerned, down a goal, down 2 goals. You get back to within 1, you compete to peck away, and the goaltender, if you're making the goaltender, the opposition, one of the better players of the opposition, at least you're giving yourself a chance. It was a hell of a game.
It sure was. Rangers lose for just the second time in the last 9 overall, just the 5th time in regulation in their last 20 games. And it came, Dave, after a first period in which I thought, for the most part, the Rangers exerted some of what they have done best throughout the season, yet went into the locker room trailing.
Well, again, the first 10 minutes of the hockey game, the Rangers did a really good job of playing that team, playing in the opposition's end, being hard in the one-on-one battles, controlling the puck, and making the ice small. Now, this is a Ranger team's reputation. They want the ice bigger. Well, the thing is, it doesn't get bigger come postseason, so you've got to be hard on the puck. Finishing checks. Ryan Strome was pinch down with a purpose, forcing the turnover. First on puck with support. All the little things, when the ice gets small, do you win the battles? And I just thought the Rangers deserved a better fate. Now, they're on the power play here early. Didn't get much of a chance in the power play. But in the meantime, you're right within striking range, right? Shots are about even. You're on the road. You're getting down to the end of the first period. Not a whole lot going on. Now, you get caught here. But to me, the key on this play here is the pass by McAvoy. McAvoy's going to make the play. You've got pretty good numbers here. Looks like he's going to shoot. Miller thinks he turns. The outside body turns. Vetrano. Everybody's looking towards what they think is a shot, and McAvoy has the wherewithal to dish it across to Pasternak. Now, the other thing is the Bruins have the lineup they're going to have next week in the lineup. The Rangers don't. So that little bit of a difference, a big play, Pasternak scores, and it was started with a play with Lindbaum coming out of the puck, out of the defensive zone with the puck. So, you know what? You do your job, you work hard, you're down 1 after 1, though.
Yeah, remember the Rangers without Andrew Kopp and Philip Hedl, Capo Kakko as well. 3 players we should expect to see in the postseason. So it was 1-0 after 1. The second period, Dave, I think if you summed up the 20 minutes, you'd say the early goal by Boston and then what Linus Ullmark did inside his own.
Yeah, there's no question. There's no question. I think the key goal actually was the second Bruin goal. And this is what we talk about, making a mistake when there's no need for this puck to go. It's a bit of a fadeaway jumper, right? Now he's on his back foot, Fox. Now he can't catch, right? And give Hall credit. Hall outlegs Lindgren. Puck goes off of the shoulder of Igor Shesterkin and in, but there wasn't a play there to be made off the right point. Now the Rangers go to work and force Ullmark to be a good goaltender. Missed 9 days of activity. There was a question mark coming in, but he comes up big at 2-0 for the Bruins. We talked about his big body, being able to cover a lot of the net, even down in that butterfly position. He just takes up so much of the net. So your goaltender, if you're Boston, does what he needs to do in the second period to keep the game a 2-0 lead. Mistake by the Rangers, forcing something that's not there. Opposition goaltenders, you're in a 2-goal hole.
Yeah, Rangers were stopped on all 10 second-period shots by Linus Ullmark, whose glove was otherworldly today. We've seen some resplendent resilience from the Rangers all season, and it was less than 3 minutes into the third period while on the power play that the Rangers cashed in.
Yeah, they did. There's a couple of, a couple of plays here. Lafreniere makes a really strong move into the offensive zone, and the Rangers go to work. And take a look here. Shesterkin's going to start it. He'll get it up ice, right? Like he very, very alertly plays. Now, right here, Lafreniere does a wonderful job on Carlo. And from Carlo, he's going to want to burn the tape after this right here because it doesn't get any better for the big defenseman. He loses his stick and balance in front of the net, knocks the goaltender out of play. Right now, Kreider recognized that Carlo goes to get his stick. If he just stays in front, good recognition by Kreider, back of the net. Now it's a 2-1 hockey game, right? It all started with Shesterkin bumping it up ice, great individual play, kind of a brain cramp from the Boston defender. It's a one-goal game early in the third.
Yeah, 29th goal for Mika Zibanejad. That came on the power play. Trent Frederic scored midway through the third, and that is how it would end, 3-1 the final. So the Rangers go down to defeat in Boston 3-1, and now they turn their attention to Tuesday at the Garden against the Carolina Hurricanes. 3 games left for the Rangers, all at home, and then the playoffs will begin after that.